I can hear you.
What's up?
Hello.
What's up, Johnny bro? How you doing?
Not
ZZ
bad.
Top. Fucking, I love your shirt.
Destroyer. Yeah.
I love
Sorry,
it.
it's a little dark in here, but whatever.
It don't matter. This for the audio, yo. It's not about the visuals at this point.
Yeah. So, how was your day? Before we get started, let's chat a little bit. How was your
Let's chat
day?
a little bit. Let's do. Well, first, I'm Haleigh,
I'm Jonny.
and this is Jonny Haleigh. Day of Fun. You
Yo.
know, do you ever have a day where you don't really know what you did all day? You know you did stuff,
Oh, absolutely.
but I'm just, like it's 9:00 and I'm like, the fuck have I done all day? I know I did stuff. Did I do anything useful? I don't know.
Definitely. Like, before I logged on, or before you called me, I woke up at 9, but I took a 2-hour nap. So, yeah, I haven't been doing shit.
Oh, fuck. I woke up and I think I spent an hour and a half showering and just kind of like puttering around because whatever.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know, and then I took the dogs for a nice walk and then I came home and like made myself breakfast and it was like 11:30 and I did the same thing. I was like, fuck it, it's nap time. Let's rock a 2-hour nap. Why not? I don't care.
Well, I think my problem was I drank so much fucking coffee this morning. So I was like, just crashed.
Yeah, you have a harder crash. You get up real good, but when you crash and come down, it's bad.
For sure.
What is your how was your day otherwise? Did we both just have one of those days where like we have no idea what the fuck we did?
I didn't do a whole lot. I watched Hocus Pocus 2.
Did you? Oh, I'm gonna log into your shit and watch it, and then we should do a special Patreon review.
For sure.
I'm about it.
But yeah, we watched that today, and then I've been watching Dahmer.
The
new Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix.
Is it a fictionalized sort of, or
it's a scripted show.
Yeah.
It's not a documentary, but it's got it's really good. The guy that plays Jeffrey Dahmer, I think he was originally he was in Stranger Things. I didn't really watch it, but I heard he was in Stranger Things.
He probably is the sheriff guy in Stranger Things, I bet.
No, I don't think he's the sheriff guy. He's not an older dude.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's probably only in his 20s or 30s, but he plays Jeffrey Dahmer and he does a really good job.
Do they start in his younger years? Because I've read that graphic novel, My Friend Dahmer. Do you know that one? So
when the show came out, like there was a TV show or movie or something. I never watched it, but I did see some stuff like
There was the one with Ted Bundy is what I'm thinking of, where Zac Efron. That's the one I know. But no, My Friend Dahmer, because it's a guy. Have you read that one? The graphic novel? It's like a guy
I haven't read it or seen it. So I know of it. I just never seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's it's a guy that knew him in high school.
Yeah.
Who writes all about his what he knew about him in high school. And it's really interesting. I'm fascinated with that. Serial killers started out in life just like all the rest of us and had weirdness. How did it go so badly wrong?
Jeffrey Dahmer, in the show, his dad, I think, has a lot to do with the way he turned out.
I thought it was his mom in real life. His mom was fucking crazy nuts.
Well, yeah, his mom was like crazy nuts, like a pill junkie and an alcoholic. But his dad realized that he liked anatomy of animals, and that was like the only thing he was interested in. So his dad kind of pushed him full tilt into that. Like if they would find roadkill or something, they would like dissect it, and he would teach it about stuff because like. That's how
this must have been when he was a lot younger, right?
Oh yeah, he was
as a kid,
6 to 10 years old.
Yeah,
but that's how he found out how like the brainstem works and how you can shut off parts of the brain.
Well, and so that was the thing in the I want to say, was that in the graphic novel? I don't remember. Because like by the time he was in high school, he was already doing like similar stuff. Like he had a spot out in the woods apparently where he had like squirrel pelts nailed to the fucking wall or not, and like to trees and things. Like had a weird little kind of hideout spot where he was mutilating animals.
Yeah.
I didn't know his dad taught him how to do that shit though. Fuck.
Well, I mean, if they're staying true to the show, his dad basically,
or the show True to Life.
Well, yeah, if like as far as his dad, like there's a scene where his dad like finds a possum or something under the house.
Oh, okay.
And it's dead, and then they go and dissect it, and he shows him like the innards of it and stuff like that. And he's like super interested in it. The kid, like way more interested than he should be. So that probably should have been a red flag.
It's kind of hard though, because some kids that are interested in that stuff, maybe they just end up being a surgeon. It doesn't always go to that. Yeah. It doesn't always go badly.
Yeah, we can hope he's gonna turn into a surgeon, but with a drug addicted, alcoholic, abusive family.
Yeah, that's true. There is it's nature and nurture. They go together.
I don't see him winning any awards in fucking medicine.
No, fucking shit. I mean,
it's weird because like Jeffrey Dahmer, he would know how to shut off parts of your brain. So he would like with drills, you know what I mean? Like he would drill into your head. Like,
why do I not know? I've listened to the Jeffrey Dahmer episodes, the last podcast on the left, and like shit like that. I've read stuff, but I forgot that bit. That's nasty.
It's in the show, and it's like part of the evidence and stuff they found. They found like a electric drill and stuff. And then one of the people that one of his people that he's like preying on, he tries to turn him into a zombie. I think that was a thing because it was kind of a fantasy he had to, like that's what he wanted, was to have someone that would be like how a zombie is, like completely submissive. Yep, completely. So, well, he basically just wanted a brain dead body that was still able to get around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he technically did that, but well, I don't know.
It didn't end well for anyone.
No.
What's your mug there? What do we got today
for your? It's the It mug again.
The Pennywise. I love Pennywise. I love it. See, that's a great visual though. You should take. You got to get that flame in front of it. Take a picture. You can put that shit on Instagram.
For sure. That one show. What is it? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Fucking shit. I love that show.
I loved it too, but
oh my God.
You know what? The show itself wasn't creepy at all. But that fucking intro, I couldn't watch the intro.
Really?
Those swings swinging and
all
all that shit, you know what I mean? Fuck you. I have to walk around this fucking creepy ass town at night. I don't want to do that.
That is true. Like if you were walking around at night, I don't know. I think I might get a little excited if I was walking around at night and the swings were going by themselves. I would get. Right. I'm that crazy bitch. I'd be like, oh my God, there's ghostesses.
But like I was explaining Wishick at night, like the trees overhang the streets and stuff. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an "Are You Afraid of the Dark" intro when you're walking because it's just fucking creaking and shit.
The right kind of all the spook sounds and the shadows and the. I was walking the dogs. I didn't have any headphones in today, and I did get scared by a leaf because it's fall and it was like blowing on the ground, and like this one single leaf just blew on the ground behind me, and I just heard this. I'm like, "The fuck? There's somebody!" Nope, that's just a leaf.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a little spooky.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's one road. Like my dad lives on a road. It's basically the same block that my dad's house is on, but it's particularly creepy. Like the last block.
Is it particular? Is it partly because that was like the road maybe that you just had to walk the most often in the dark? The road back to your dad's.
That was the thing. I didn't have to walk it. I could have went around. You know what I mean?
But that would have been a longer route for you.
It would have been like a block, but a Wishing block is nothing. You know what I mean? But
People don't understand. I went to New York with my ex-husband once, and his friend would walk us around and be like, "Oh, this or that is just a couple blocks this way." Couple blocks in New York is exactly. That's not a South Dakota couple blocks, okay? That's not how that is.
Yeah. If I can't throw a baseball across it, it's not a block.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. I probably couldn't throw a baseball across a wishing block either, but
I bet you could. You know what? That's a great thing. Next time we visit there, let's just test that out. Let's just get a couple of tennis balls and just see.
Get ready to run when it hits a house.
And then your mom would get a phone call. Cindy, what the hell are your kids doing? They're adults and they're throwing balls all over.
Well, like in a small town, like we've talked about this before. In a small town, you find different and interesting ways to entertain yourself.
You gotta. You gotta.
One thing we would do is we would get like people with. It would be like 4 people to a vehicle, and then it would be like maybe 3 or 4 vehicles playing at once. And we used to play tennis ball tag. Basically, there's one car is it, and it has 4 people in it. So the driver, passenger, 2 back passengers, and you all have your windows down. And if you find the car or a car that you're playing
when you're driving around town,
you're just zooming down roads trying to catch them. And then as soon as the tennis ball hits your car, you're it.
I love it. I think that's a brilliant game.
It was fun.
I'm gonna put this little snippet of audio on TikTok, and I bet it'll be the new TikTok thing. Tennis ball tag.
Don't hit me with any legality. I'm not saying
we're not encouraging.
When I say we were flying down side roads in a small town, we were probably going 60 to 80 miles an hour. Just
oh my god! I imagine. Yeah.
Well, it's like, and in my day, like in my high school days and shit, we still had like parties and stuff. These fucking stupid yuppie kids nowadays, they don't know what the fuck. Like, they don't have anybody getting a keg and then meeting in this or that cornfield over, But that's the thing. It's like I see my hometown at 10 o'clock on a Saturday, and it's like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Because there was when I was there, like when I was going to high school and shit, there was shit going on at 10. Your night didn't end at 10. You know what I mean? Like,
and now you go there and it's just dead.
It's dead. Nothing's going on. There was a party at least that you would go out to till 12, 2 in the morning maybe. But like, nowadays it's like nothing. Kids are staying home and play Xbox and shit.
It's a different world, and they lived through COVID, so they got used to being at home and they like it.
Yeah, but it's like, but I fear for kids nowadays too, though, because you're gonna go in the real world and you're gonna think you can talk shit like you're doing
like you do online. No.
The closest thing they get to a fist fight is an argument on team chat.
I mean, for real though, like, because here's the deal. Some of them people might actually have guns that you meet out in the real world because we live in America. So maybe, that is a thing that you got to be careful about.
Yeah. That was one thing in a small town too. Every town had one. A kid that went to your high school, that every party you went to, it didn't matter who was there or what was going on. He's going to be in a fight.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be in a fist fight.
We had no, not just a kid, the family of kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it was like there brothers. Was one. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah. There were 4 brothers.
Yeah,
and they all and like wherever they were at, they were gonna start shit.
One of my friends in high school, that was him. Like,
but he was just always that person.
It did actually. I had 2 people that I hung out with that were like that.
I always, I felt bad for because one of them was in my class, one of the brothers, and I always felt bad because it's like part of it is because everyone in town just thinks that of them and treats them that way, so they act that way, and it's a small town.
But like the kid that I'm talking about, like the kid that was in my class that we went out to, like, and he was in fights like all the time. He was a tough kid. Like he wouldn't
because they had to be.
Well, he was tough. Like he didn't take shit. You know what I mean? If you cocked him, you're like, fuck you, bitch, and then you'd be fighting. It's like
you can't just run your mouth. He will actually throw a punch.
But yeah, we had 2 people like that. That didn't matter. We could drive 100 fucking miles to a party that we know no one there.
And he'd get into a fight.
Give it 3 hours.
He'll be drunk enough and somebody's going to fight with him.
It's not even that he's drunk. He's just ready to go all the time. And there's always people at parties that he doesn't like. You know what I mean? Always. So it's like, I went out to a party one time, and he was talking shit to these guys that were like not from town. I've never met them. I look in the garage. I was outside talking to somebody about some stupid shit, but I look in like it's a Quonset. You know what a Quonset is.
I know. I was just gonna say it's always in somebody's Quonset. It's always in somebody's garage or outbuilding or like yeah.
So people, if you don't know what a Quonset is, it's a big like half circle building, and it's you park you park farm equipment in it. Yeah, I heard a commotion.
That's a Dakota's vocabulary for today. Quonset.
A Quonset, yeah.
We'll post a picture of one on Instagram. I like it.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like like everyone says it, but what the fuck is what does it even mean? Quonset? What the fuck?
I don't know. I'll look it up. That's what we call it.
Maybe that's just our German gibberish.
I was gonna say we're from the Dakotas, but we're not actual farmers ourselves. So. Yeah. We grew up around it enough that's the word, but you know.
Yeah. But I look in the Quonset and then I heard a commotion and it's Pete just fucking punching. He picked a fight with one of them and they all fucking jumped him. But then this was the great thing. Well, this is the great thing about those situations. You think it's going to be like a movie situation where we're going to do this and we're going to get away and, ha ha ha, all the way down the fucking road. You should have seen how many beer bottles were pinking off that fucking truck when they.
Jesus, man.
There was probably 50 people out there just spinning beer bottles in their fucking hands, just waiting for them to turn the lights on and go. And we just shocked them at it. It was great. That was probably. Well, my buddy Pete went to the hospital, so we were pretty pissed.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I mean, but that's like, you have no idea how fucking fun it is just to watch a vehicle get pelted by about 100 people. It looks like a hailstorm just fucking of the century. It's so great.
That's the that story makes us look real good in the rural Americas.
Hey, but everyone's got stupid shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's true. That is true. Like, I mean, at least it's just a truck in rural America. We're not burning down Main Street every other week or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to hear something really, really redneck, how somebody got into a fight one time, I saw a guy you know how like chew. People that chew.
Fucking, oh, God. I think it's gross.
Into that fucking bottle all goddamn night. So anyway, and one of my buddies.
Oh, God. I feel like I know where this is going and I'm going to want to vomit.
It's not drinking, so don't worry. But he got a chew bottle thrown at him with the cap off of it. Yeah. And it got on him.
Yeah.
But you'll never know the fucking how funny it is to watch a Ford truck get chased by a fucking Ford Focus. I've never seen somebody run from somebody so scared in their fucking life because he thought it was going to be like a joke and they were going to have it out. But like
over being hit with a chew bottle?
Well, he did it basically just to pick a fight with him. But I don't think he intended
Your
on him. Your
friend picked a fight?
No, this guy threw the bottle at my friend.
Oh, it was just
and it got all over him. And like it got on him, right? Because the cap was off and he threw the bottle at him. So my buddy, he said, I expected us to fight, but what the fuck? And then because my buddy they were chasing him through town, probably 100 miles an hour on side streets.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
See, when you said that, I thought maybe somebody like gave their chew bottle to somebody and they drank it thinking it was.
No.
I've
never seen that happen. I've seen people drink their own on like, you know what I mean? But I've never seen. No. I've never seen that. Like, because like, I mean, as podunk and shithole of a town Wishick is, you know what I mean? It's not too many people that I ran with chewed. You know what I mean? Like I smoked.
I don't think that was a big
it.
thing either for when,
like most of the people
in high school.
Yeah, most of the people that I was with smoked cigarettes. Like we didn't chew. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's any better.
I don't know if you did this, but in high school we would get the Swisher Sweets. I don't know who would get a hold of them or whatever, but we, because you thought you were cool.
Walking around, yeah, because you thought you were like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, fuck yeah, exactly. But you were not.
You were the farthest thing from Snoop Dogg.
Oh, did you hear Coolio died?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
my buddy,
R.I.P. Coolio.
My buddy texted me and he said, "Your boy Coolio died." And then I texted him this, and he never texted me back. I said, "Well, I guess he went on one last fantastic voyage."
I mean, hey, I hope he's somewhere. I hope he's somewhere out in the ether having a fantastic voyage on a whole other level.
True that. But yeah, one of his songs.
Now listen though, we can transition. Coolio. We should try to contact the ghost of Coolio.
Oh shit.
We wanted to talk ghosty ghosts today, and here's what I wanted to. Dude, we could Ouija. Are you scared of the Ouija or no?
To be honest, I don't think I've ever done it.
I have never proper done it either. I think we should do this for Patreon and try to contact Coolio. I'm not for real.
I was gonna say I would have to come there.
Yeah.
To do it. Yeah. Next time I'm there, we could do something like that for sure.
We should. We're trying. We're gonna try to contact Coolio and see if we can get Tupac.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I'm afraid of Ouija. It's just I don't know. I've never really done it.
I've never really done it. I want to ask my great aunt, my mom's on my mom's side, my grandma's sister. She mentioned to me one time, just kind of in passing, that they used to do Ouija board stuff or whatever when she was, I think when she was in high school, and she's like, "Oh no, that's real. It's real." Like then stuff started to happen, and I want to hear those stories because I'm like, I want to believe. I am, I'm Fox Mulder. The truth is out there. I want to believe. I want,
Yeah. Well, like I want to believe there's something out there, but do I want to see it in front of me? No.
Yes, I do.
Well,
yes, I do.
Like, I'm saying if we do like Ouija, that's one thing. But like for me to come out from taking a piss and seeing like some like old lady, nah, I don't want to see that.
Oh, in the realm of ghost stories for Oogly Spookly season, I was thinking about it and I forgot that I had a weird experience once. So when we lived in Eureka, and I was like maybe 4 or 5 years old. I slept downstairs. Yeah, I had to have been like 5 because Aisha had already been born. And sometimes I was like down in the basement after Aisha was born because they put her in the upstairs room and moved me downstairs. And Nathan had a bedroom downstairs and I had a bedroom downstairs. And I would get scared at night and go sometimes and like go crawl into Nathan's bed. And one night when I did that, like we were both laying in bed and I was looking at his closet.
Okay.
And on the closet door was slid open and you could see like the clothes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, in front of the clothes, there was this like bright neon green. It just flashed for a second and was gone. And it looked like a rib cage from like a model, a skeleton at an anatomy class. Like it was a full size and in about the position it would be if a person was standing up. It was like in front of where the clothes were hanging. And it was just a flash. And I remember like being like, I was freaked out and and I thought Nathan was asleep. And all of a sudden he goes, "Did you just see that?" And I said no at the time because I was scared as fuck. I said no, but I did see it. And like just recently, like I think last year or something, I asked him about it. I'm like, "Do you remember that?" He's like, "Yeah, of course I remember that." And I'm like, I lied when I saw it too.
Right. I would have said no just because who knows if something, come out of your fucking
that was what I thought. Like at the time, I honestly thought, like, is that some kind of, because my dad and my brother, they would be, I wouldn't put it past them even at 5. Like, in my head, that was this, like, it was freaky. But B, I was like, is that Dad and Nathan trying to fuck with me? Did they set something up? Is this a joke? Because that's the kind of thing they would do.
Like my dad he did some, like, he did a fucked up thing like that when I was really little. He would put a devil mask on, and it was probably one of the, like, scariest devil masks I've ever seen, right? I don't know if he still has it or what, but it was scary as fuck. And he would chase me around with the devil mask on, basically, like with robe on and shit. It's like, you fucking dick. But like, nice. As much like black clothing and band stuff as I wear and stuff like that, like, and I fucking hate like paranormal shit. Not like hate it, like I don't like it. No, I don't like, hate it. Like, it's fun to watch,
but you don't want to experience it.
I don't like those. Okay, the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yeah.
I don't like those because A, I think they're dumb, but B, they get in your head. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're like, oh fuck, did I just hear
a cupboard close? Yeah.
Oh my God, I would love that. Oh, here's another, that just made me think of another thing. Maybe I do have more paranormal experiences than I realized. So this has happened in this house on more than one occasion. So since Dad passed away, there have been several times that, like, if I don't lock the back doors or close the doors before I go to bed, Dad sets off the smoke alarms. Because, like, I've been like, so one night I was laying in bed and I couldn't fall asleep. And I'm like, why can't I fall asleep? And I finally started falling asleep and the smoke alarm went off. And I'm like, I'm getting up, I'm looking around. I'm like, I know I haven't been smoking for a while, so it's not that, you know? And I'm like looking around, and this has happened before. So I'm like, what, Dad? What am I missing? I locked the back door, and I went and I checked the front door it's got an automatic lock. I didn't realize that, and I thought I had it locked, but the automatic, like, deadbolt had, like, I didn't shut the door properly when I, like, picked up an Amazon package. So it didn't latch in. It, like, hit the side of the door frame. And there was, like, a storm rolling in just as this was happening. And I'm like, oh, shit, that would have blown straight open. And I would have let the dogs out at 3:00 in the morning with the front door wide open and would have lost my fucking shit. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate that. Because as soon as it's like, I'm getting up and I'm looking around, as soon as I went to the door and figured out that it was the door, the smoke alarm stopped.
Okay.
But it's happened more than once that if I don't lock the back door, the smoke alarm goes off, and I'm like, thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you said you do like what's it called? Like when you try to contact spirits.
What do you? Not the Ouija. I haven't done Ouija.
You say you like try to contact, right?
I do witchy stuff. I do, but like I talk to Dad all the time. I don't. It's like I just like have conversation. I mean, fuck. I live alone. It's like talking out loud to myself and my dogs. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I talk to the dogs. I talk to myself. I talk to Dad. But
my brother's in the next room. It's like I have conversations with myself out loud all the time. And like, I'll say something to myself and I'll say something back to myself and I'll just like, laugh. And sometimes Jason's like, who the fuck are you talking to? It's like, we're all riddled with mental illness.
Oh no, I do. Listen, it's so funny you say this because not only do I do that exact fucking thing frequently in my house, I was out walking the dogs at the park and realized I was doing that out loud in public.
Yep.
And I was like, oh God, I'm an insane person. And I did. I said it out loud. I was like, you're talking to yourself like an insane person.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say that to myself, but at work one time at one of my past jobs, I didn't realize somebody was behind me and I was having a outward conversation. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably did one of these. They probably were like, like
Who's
looking at me and looking around like, what the fuck? Yeah, I've had that shit. Like,
I love it.
And a lot of it is just pent up rage. Like, oh,
I
then he would have
know.
said this,
Isn't
I
it
would have said
though?
that. You know? It's
That's a tough thing. It's you're having an argument with yourself, and then you make a joke about it, like to yourself that you think is funny. Oh yeah, yep, yes,
right.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Have you ever noticed when you do that though, you're the most clever, fucking well-spoken person ever?
Always. And then if I wanted to like recreate it for TikTok, my lips won't move correctly. I can't say the nothing comes out. Like nobody's here getting my brilliance all the time. That I'm just exuding to the walls. Just all of my cleverness.
Like sometimes Jason will say like, he's so like annoyed with me or whatever, and like sometimes this is at like 8 in the fucking morning. Like we just woke up.
It starts early.
Yeah, but
because when you're crazy, it's just always there.
Yeah, today today I was annoying him. He got DoorDash, or not DoorDash, Instacart delivered. It was probably delivered at 5 o'clock, and it's like it's what 9 o'clock. No, this afternoon. So this has only been going on for about 2 hours, and he said, "God, I'm so sick of you already today." He told me that already, but he bought some Jamaican blend coffee.
Okay.
Right. And do you know that REM song? That it's I think it's I can't remember the name of it, but he says it really fast, so it sounds like mumbo jumbo. But I think what he's saying is, "Call me when she wakes up," but it's like "Come on, like that." You know what I mean?
I think I'd have to hear more of the song. Anyway, REM song.
Okay,
gotcha.
But anyway, the lyric is "Call me when she wakes up."
Okay,
and he has coffee from Jamaica. So I've been walking around my apartment, just going "Coffee from Jamaica, coffee from Jamaica." And he fucking hates it. He's probably
I know the song you're talking about now. You did that.
Yeah. But he's probably in his room right now, just like, if he doesn't shut the fuck up. But yeah, I mean, that's the level of me pretty much every day. Like Jason gets annoyed with me, and I get it. I can be a lot, but
hey man, listen, Aisha had to move out because she couldn't deal with me and all my insanity all the time. So don't worry about it. At least Jason still lives with you.
What was the tip of that iceberg?
Oh fuck! It was
or was it just a combination of like quirks?
We had when we were kids, we shared a room forever. Okay. And
yeah, me and Jason did too.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just like you get back into old dynamics of I don't know. We would fight over a lot of times her plants or the dogs, and I don't. Yeah, and it was just very stupid always. I don't know. Or she didn't that I watched TV all the time. She was like, "It's too much TV," and I'm like,
"Oh man, she would hate me." That's all I do.
I know. I'm like, what do you want? I watch TV. Yeah. I don't what. I don't. It was just stupid sibling shit.
Well, I get it. Like I mean, I get it. She we went out and did a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like she wants to get out and do stuff. Like the butterfly garden, that was fucking cool. No,
we would go out and do stuff. Yeah. But when she comes home, I think I don't know, I'm kind of like that too, though. I think she needs to decompress away from people.
Oh, I totally get that. Like that. Yeah. That's why me and my brother work, because for the most part we share an apartment, but he stays in his room all the time. Like he doesn't come out. Like he'll stay in his room and play video games and stuff and watch TV in his room. He's got a TV in there, and that's what he does. And I sit in the living room. We have our own space. And then we'll watch movies and stuff together, and I'll annoy the piss out of him like I have been doing tonight, But as far as what?
I just love that he said that. I'm so sick of you already.
Oh yeah, he told me he said a little more than that.
I love it. Like you're an old married couple. Yeah. So sick of your shit today.
I came in there like right before we started the podcast, and I went up to him, and I watched his eyes just close because he was so annoyed. Like there wasn't an expression on his face. He just did this. It was like this. It was just. I said, "Hey, Jason, can I try some of that coming from Jamaica?" And then this is all I saw was, and then just a deep sigh, eyes closed, and then just breathing like.
See, but I can just God. Like 100%. I can see Jason's face. I can see him doing it. Just.
But you have to consider this is every day, and it's different stuff. It's different stuff every day. Like that coffee from Jamaica. I told him. He told me he's like, you can have some if you shut the fuck up. And I told him I was like, listen, I don't
both know that's not gonna happen.
Well, it's like I tell him I don't come up with good shit like this, like that often to just let this go. I said you're gonna have to be cool with it for at least 3 or 4 weeks.
You need to make a video of yourself doing that. Like get some good lighting and do the little bits and send it to me so I can put it on TikTok.
Okay.
I can post it on our TikTok.
One like thing
you can pose with the little coffee bag.
Oh God!
I would love to see like you gotta download TikTok and log into our TikTok because I would love to see videos of you just pissing Jason off. Just all day long. I would love to.
I don't know if I could do it so much to make a TikTok out of it. Like,
just do your little things every once in a while, and then just now and then get a little reaction shot at Jason.
Well, like one thing I'll do. He calls me like I told you when I was down there. We were watching In the Shadows or whatever. What's that called?
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Aisha and I were watching Our Flag Means Death.
Oh God, so good.
Love it. But anyway,
did you see the one where the ship gets like raided as he's hanging?
Yeah. We've met Blackbeard and we saw that one.
That part of that show, I think I laughed the hardest at that part. Just because
he's just hanging there.
Yeah, because it's like everyone around him's like sword fighting and they're cutting to that, and it's him just like.
Yeah, I know, and he's just having flashbacks of his life. I know. It was great.
It's so fucking funny.
What is his name? The guy that's Blackbeard.
The dude that directs it.
Yeah, Taiki.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
I can't remember. But I was watching that and I just thought, man, I bet Blackbeard is like a villain hero that he's had forever. And look at him. He's made himself a show where he gets to be Blackbeard. He gets to be his idol. Fucking good for him. Right. I love it.
And then I was talking about like what we do.
This is where we haven't talked all that much about ghosts, but fuck it, whatever.
Well, I mean, we'll get there. We can talk. You know what I mean? We'll get there. But what we do in the shadows. The energy vampire.
Colin Robinson.
Yeah, the energy vampire. Do you know what I'm talking
about? Yeah, Colin Robinson. I love him.
Yeah. We talked about that when I was there visiting you, that Jason calls me the energy vampire.
Yeah.
Just because I fuck with him all day and just piss him off. Like just no reason.
And you know what though? And you kind of look like Colin too, because you got the glasses and the bald.
Piss off! I do not. Colin, I do not look like him.
I mean,
I'm 3 feet taller than that guy.
Well, possibly. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have this big fucking nose though. Look at that thing.
Hey, I got the same.
He doesn't have that.
Maybe that's a Midwest thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's called, same shit.
Well, I think for us, it's like a German thing. They had big noses. My whole family has big fucking noses. But my brother, he tells me that I'm the energy vampire, that I just fucking drain people's energy, like just through what I do and
like listen, annoying them. We're just having a little bit of fun, is all. Well, I was not trying to drain the energy from the lady who was upset that I was knocking over all her flags. I was just trying to have a good time. I wasn't being an energy vampire on purpose.
Right? You think she jumped off a building yet?
Oh God, I hope not.
I was gonna say that scenario that might have did it.
Man, she must have been having a rough time, and then here comes me just thinking I'm fun.
Maybe it was like the Friday before she went on vacation or something, and she's just
she was just like, yeah,
everything.
That's entirely possible.
Oh, I hope so, because if you're that much of a fucking bitch,
I know, like come on,
every day you have to literally take somebody's money and hand them a fucking flag. Like your job's not that bad. You know what I mean?
Like, come on, I know, but I get it. I mean, hey, we've all been there where we're fuck it, we're done with all of this shit.
Right. Or I didn't know that have a nice day in Spanish was I'll have a Coke. Do you remember that?
No.
What? At El Tapatio when we were visiting? Or when I was visiting?
Oh,
we went out to eat.
Yeah,
and the guy came up and said, "Hey, how are you doing today? I'll have a Coke." Yeah. You have some awkwardness in public for sure.
But then I said that to you. Like, was I just an asshole just there?
Well, like
seriously though, no, listen. I have been having did I tell you about like yesterday I went stone shopping, which you should never do, and I did self-checkout and I almost left without paying.
Yeah, I love doing that so much.
No, because I was so out of it. And I honest to God, I was because I was caught up having one of those conversations in my head that, that I wasn't actually having out loud. I almost walked out without fucking paying for my groceries. And I was in the car and I was like, Jesus Christ, I think I might be on the autism spectrum or something. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, I love doing that, but the only thing you have to watch basically, I used to hate it. But I did it enough times that I like to consider myself a professional.
You have skills.
Well, because I can do it and not impulse shop.
No, I'm not there yet.
If you give me a list, I'll stick to that list. I'll walk by every indulgent food. I will walk by, get everything on my list, and go. It's more of an adventure for me. It's not about getting treated.
It's a scavenger hunt.
Well, it's not about getting treated afterwards for me. It's because for me,
I did the exact opposite thing. I got 3 different kinds of this fucking muffin cake shit. I got blueberry and
the loaf cake. The loaf cake.
Yeah. I got the blueberry, the cinnamon, and a banana.
You didn't get a lemon?
They didn't have a lemon.
Oh fuck, lemon loaf cakes are so good.
Those are good. I love lemon cake.
When I used to work my seasonal job, I used to get so fucking stoned and go shopping at weird times because that was before COVID. So stores were still open. I could go shop at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? The stores are open.
That's when you decided to grocery shop.
Sometimes I would most of the time I would go in between 11 and midnight, just because
I going to Hornbachers?
I used to go to Family Fair.
Okay.
Family Fair.
When I lived in Fargo, I used to do that a lot too because it was always open. It was always open all night.
Yeah.
And I would go grocery shopping late at night too because nobody was there. And I was like, I love this. Nobody bothers me. I can get through here quick.
Yep.
It did, and of course, now in my 30s, I think Jesus, bitch, you should not be. You were 19 years old going to the fucking buy yourself to the grocery store at midnight. That was not smart. It's amazing I didn't get murdered.
Yeah, that's true. You went to the, so you lived in Osgood.
Osgood, that was it.
So,
that was the one.
I was gonna say because
inside baseball conversation. Nobody's gonna have any idea.
Well, I've lived here for a very long time. I've lived here probably since you went to college. You know what I mean? I've lived in Fargo, so I've seen it grow and grow and grow.
It's crazy.
When I first moved here after Mexican Village on 32nd, there was nothing. And
right past there, that's where I lived. And so it was, it was pretty safe because there was nothing there.
Yeah, it was what? It was a good 3 or 4 lights before you got to Osgood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There were so many nights that I would be driving home from work and how you get home and don't remember how you got home? And I remember there was one night specifically where like one of those last lights on the way to Osgood, I like ran the red light. And I was like, shit, it's a good thing I work until 10 o'clock at night because goddamn, I was not paying attention at all. And then I was like, how often am I doing that? Because I get home and don't know how I got home all the time because I was, oh my God, going to school and working 3 jobs like an idiot.
Yeah. Somebody in my family, I won't say names just because it's talking about driving while high, but somebody in my family, they were at it was like a left turn in Fargo, right? You got to yield for traffic and wait for him and stuff like that, Mm-hmm. He was hanging out in the road and there was an ambulance coming and he was stoned. He was like on his way to Little Caesars to get a pizza. But he basically was like ready to turn left and he saw the ambulance and he saw the light like turn red and he like turned left and just stomped on it. And he said he cut like 2 people off. He hit the fucking curb.
Oh my God. He said, just had a panic moment. Like, I don't know what to do.
That's what he said. He's like, I panicked. I had to go. Like, fuck. I laughed so hard when I hear that just because I could just see him do it. And like, he doesn't look inconspicuous. Like he looks like a stone.
He's very
It's like, like he looks the part.
Let me tell you, I got my dad's sleepy eyes and I don't have to, like, I could be stone cold sober and you know what I mean? Like I still look at it. Just, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
I was born that way.
I get what you're saying.
Nothing I can do. Gaga. Yeah, exactly. Lots of nonsense chat. That's what we do. It's our podcast. We don't care. Thanks for joining us on Jonny Haleigh Day of Fun. Get us on TikTok, Jonny Haleigh DOF. And it's the same at gmail.com and on the Instagrams. And go to our Patreons and support our shit so that we can keep paying the $14.99 a month for Zoom to do these calls. And maybe, quit a day job in a way that doesn't include either of us starting an OnlyFans.
It's true. I mean, I'll flash my wiener if it's going to get my bill paid.
Okay, well, John is willing to do that. We will put that as a Patreon feature. If you would like some dick pics from John, we can add that as a service.
I was gonna say I give that up for free. Let's get paid for it.
I was gonna say get fucking paid for that shit.
Right. We can have a Patreon vote. What's the over under that I have freckles on my dick?
I love it. So
well, anyways,
thank you for listening. I've been Haley.
And it's been Jonny Haleigh Day of Fun.
I love it. Peace.